This is the Golden Skillet. This is a fried chicken chain, started here in Richmond. Once had about 200 locations that stretched all the way to Japan. We're gonna go inside and try some of their chicken. They've got fried chicken, which we're definitely gonna try. And they've got a Galaga Pac-Man machine. It's a small interior. I love the look of this place. They are also known for their chicken sandwiches. They have chicken nuggets. Very cool. I got the single chicken leg. I was intrigued by the gizzards and livers. So I'm gonna bring this over to the other side of town where the Golden Skillet started. Here we are. This is the corner of Broad Street and 6th Street. There's a placard up here about the Richmond 34, which was the first major civil rights arrest, and it took place at Thalheimer's. I've also heard it pronounced Tallheimer's, but that department store was right here. Tallheimer's department store was on this spot, and it opened in 1939. And they used to compete directly with another department store that was located in that building called Miller and Rhodes. Now, Tallheimer's was always looking for ways to draw the customer away from Miller and Rhodes to their store. And so one of the ways that they would do that is they had a very popular restaurant on the 4th floor called the Richmond Room. That's where that civil rights protest took place. In 1963, they started to sell fried chicken here at the Richmond Room. And then it became so popular, they spun it off into its own restaurant, which is Golden Skillet. But the first place that anyone had Golden Skillet fried chicken was right here in this spot. Miller and Rhodes shuts down in 1990, and then 2 years later, they shut down Tallheimer's and they demolish it. So let me try this right here, 30-some years after the building was gone, but this right in the spot where this was first sold. I mean, it's good. I feel like it's a little better than like your Popeye's chicken. I feel like it's a little better than your standard fast food, probably because they're bringing in less of it, so it's made with a little more care. Kind of tastes like a local chicken joint, and that's what it is. Now I've tried it right here. Now let's go over to the cemetery and pay our respects to the man who created this. Clifton William Guthrie Sr. passed away in 1981, preceded in death by his wife by quite a few years. Guthrie was born in Halifax County on his parents' tobacco farm. He raised chickens, and he learned how to prepare and cook a chicken at a rather young age. And then he went to World War II, and then he came back and he got a job selling lighting equipment to restaurants. And when he would go to a restaurant, he would bring his pots and pans and he would ask them to let him cook. And if he could, he'd make his fried chicken. And everybody kept encouraging him to make it because it was so good. He said he had perfected it by 1959. And then in 1963, he was catering a banquet, and the vice president of Thalheimer's came to the banquet, tried the chicken, and said, "Oh my goodness, this is what we need to sell in our department store." The slogans for Golden Skillet were "tender as a quail" and "tasty as a pheasant." Today, there are still locations in Virginia and North Carolina and Maryland, but not very many. Hopefully the chain will stick around for a while. I got something to show you. You know how sometimes you see a Pizza Hut that's not a Pizza Hut anymore? Chinello's Pizza. Look at this place. If it was me, I would have put a pizza up here in the skillet. All right, I heard of one more location here in Richmond, and this one's in a shopping mall, but the interior looks untouched since the 1980s. Let's go take a look. The name of this shopping center and the street it's on is spelled Janhke. My GPS says Yanaki, but the people I talked to locally all said that they just say Jank Road. Here's the menu. We've got chicken dinners. We do have some barbecue pork sandwiches. There's also kids' meals. They're chicken sandwiches they're apparently well known for. And they do have those chicken livers and chicken gizzards. They do have some seafood, some fried shrimp, dishes like that. I just love this sign right on the wall. Everything in here looks like it's been here since 1976, except for the sign that says since 1976. I think that's the only thing that was added later. I love the decor here. I just love how they haven't changed things. I love that there's a time capsule for Golden Skillet still here in the Richmond area. There you go. I got to get these. All right, here's what we got. There they are. So the batter is really good. Batter is good. This is like chewing on a rubber band, but it's a fried chicken rubber band, so I'm not gonna complain. I hope you enjoyed this one. We all learned something. I'll see you next time.